はい、失礼しました。暗くない？てか、なんか、キモ何これ？宇宙植物にしたら、宇宙植物じゃ海底植物にしたらキモくない？
I'm afraid the lights in here sting my eyes terribly now. Until you arrive to deal with me, they will remain off. Please, locate the breakers and flip them, and then return here to restore power. 下って暗すぎませんか？はい、これだ。2個あんのかい。どうして1個じゃねばね。大体反対側にあるもんだけど。キラキラした音をだよ。ある。明るくなりませんけど。 Sophia believes the perfect human altruist is just a formula, waiting on us to solve for X. Intelligence and consciousness are not the same, she argued. Awareness of self naturally becomes obsession with it. So, if we could suppress my sense of self, but imbue me with the cognitive capacity to serve the common welfare, we could thereby generate the first utopian. And then, Sophia said, at long last, utopia would follow.
Dr. Alexander has agreed to accept both measures of the new utopian project. He will become a kind of genetic chimera, host to all the minds of Rapture, accessing their talents and memories via the Adam we have gathered. And deriving in part from Project WYK, I have developed a new set of behavioral constraints. Dr. Alexander will live to promote the common good. His love and loyalty shall be spread evenly across the entire human race. For me, that is discipline at great personal cost. For him, at last, it will be instinct.
Wow. じゃあまあどうやらその研究がその自分になんかその特殊なアダムを流し込んでそうすれば他人の DNA を操るのってまあ要するに思うがままに他人を操るようになるってことですかね。
Sophia and I knew that to create the first true utopian would come at a high cost, my friend. We needed someone to be host to all that Adam, Rapture's finest minds, a willing subject, that is to say, myself.
でまあそれも失敗して結局自分が食ってしまったってことですね。
Whatever you may have seen inside the tank, that was indeed me. I fear the fate of Eleanor Lamb will be less physical, but no less grotesque. This tank for deep-sea life is the ideal way to dispose of me. But first, you must retrieve enough Adam-infused plant life to lure me out. The slugs feed on the stuff, and it's all I seem to want now. I have left a sample here, so you know what to look for.
I see you out there, Delta. You want to be top man? You want to sit in the big chair? Well, come and take it.
Well, listen, son, those override keys you've been hunting are genetically encoded. And to get to Eleanor, you're gonna need one from Alex the Great in there. First things first, we gotta pin him down. Find those plants he mentioned, and lure him back out.
なるほど、了解と。まあ、ちょっと高くあったんで軽く探索しましょうか。 そこら辺に生えてるもんでもいいかというけど、それじゃダメなんですか？まあダメらしいですけどね。こっちにも行けるっぽいけど、こっちは後で行くのかな？よいしょ。まだ全員羊室集めきってないんで、集めてこれはこれって何だろう。ここにもいるんでしょうけど、なんでこの実としたインドって話にもなりますけどね。これ何だ。ああ、なるほどね。ってことはだ。書いた。テレキネ。これは使えるな。別にこれ使えば催眠と同じ効果が得られるそうですね。レジか。ターの人にやったりしてもいいんだけどな。これねかい。あ、これか。こっちはなんもないと。あ、いた。行ったそばからいたわ。よろしく。出んの早っ。パレットを返して刺したスピード返してなんかもう名前好きだ。はあ、まあいいや。
Ask yourself, Mr. Meltzer, is it better to be summarily executed as an outsider caught within these grounds, or to be united not just with your daughter Cindy, but with the Rapture family as well? The choice is yours. I urge you to accept the Protector program. You will live by her side and remember nothing beyond your love for her.
To find Rapture. Crazy bitch. And I won't be the last. You do
Whatever you want to me. As long as I'm with Cindy, I'm a happy man.
口調変わってますお前止めるのが早いや。下ね。もうちょっと止めてスピア出た方が早そうっすね。スピア出てきたな。多分あったね、そのじゃだね。お前邪魔。トップ耐えるかお前。やるな。いってらっしゃい。で、それそうね。なかなかダリアってやつかねえか。それもそうだ。間に合った。だ。くそ、感謝か。かな。あ、これがもういっぱいだ。あ、もう終わった分に。
Daddy, are you taking me home too?
ちょっと前が終わったのに全然見てなかった。まあいいや。まあ、あっち多分あっちで行くことになるから、まあいいか、先にこっちに行きますか。 なんか見忘れたらそこはおいおいということで。ここに死体が1個な。
Well, that's the end of the Alpha series. The pair bond simply worked too well. That madwoman Tannenbaum bit the company hand, turning some of the bonded sisters human again. Others were lost to splicers. Either way, the trauma proved too much for the bonded protectors, resulting in unreasoning rage or coma. We can harness their suicidal aggression as foot soldiers, but no more, I'm afraid. Today I saw one kneeling near a gatherer's garden and crying.
We can't have you running around the laboratories in your condition.
お前はあんな邪魔すんのか。邪魔すんだ。
Poor things. What a life. Marching around, playing daddy, until some splicer manages to kill off their sister. And then if the coma doesn't take them, they turn maniac. Nothing left to do but scream. No offense intended, son. We better get you to Eleanor on the double.
Your body begins to tear itself apart. The compulsion to find Eleanor will drive you to madness or coma. You have no claim on her. Your design was among Rapture's greatest sins. And yet, you persist. Why?
そりゃあいるの会いたいからさ。なかなかちょっと動画長丁場やってますね。申し訳ございませんね。多分今後展開情報仕方ないんですけど、結構なるなと思います。なので多分今後、全部2回に分けることがあると思います。取りたい。さあ、動きます。お店がね、どこになかったっけかな。 どついて終わる。
I'm always safe with Dad.
死体の裏のシルベーの映画でどうだったかな。まあいいや。こういう見つかるでしょ。どうせ後痛いし。まあ違う肉体がいいでしょう。あ、そういえば上に店あった。あった気がする。あ、どうだ。なんだ。まあいい。燃料に、たくさんあった方がいい。結構対応するんだよね。よく探してる。まあいいや。何笑ってんねん。かわいいや。
This is where they bound us together, Father. Playing God. You were the only good thing that Rapture ever gave me.
これも要するに研究の一環あったんですかね。
She was not meant to have a father, Delta. She was to be an heir to my life's work. And this is where they changed her, bonding her to you. The child she was died in this room.
Sleepy time is near.
Mother has destroyed Dr. Alexander. She tried to splice him into some kind of living saint who would calculate the common good and adhere to it tirelessly. But now he's become something unspeakable. Mother's philosophy is just as corrupt as Ryan's. By her standards, it would be better to have the entire world equally miserable than to allow us to strive in our own behalf. I have to get out of here.
What are you? Get away from here!
All right, sport, time to feed the fish. Head on back to Alexander's tank and put those plants in.
テム収集。あと死体もないかな。ないか。このままだとあれですよ、僕多分ボス戦、多分この後ボス戦っぽいですから、リトルシスター破壊してやらはめないです。どこなんだろうなあ。結構追ってる。よいしょ。お、いた。使えない。先行こう。あらららららら。
Visited Eve's garden today. It ended poorly. My seed, sold to the enemy. The motive of the whore as yet eludes me. But Atlas approaches. And come what may, I will not be made a slave. I wonder, in recording, do I confess? Just now, Sinclair saw me in the corridor, perhaps reading my face. The bastard looked me right in the eye and suggested I make an appointment with Dr. Lamb.
Poor Gilbert. It was his will to die, Delta. To serve the majority by protecting them from his lunacy. Your entire journey here is based on your refusal to do the same. Will you grant his request, knowing that he served the family?
Rebirth, huh? Sure, you live forever, but minus your body. I like my body, kid. I don't feature the idea of my memories and personality being stored in the head of some saintly child, like just one more dusty old book in the library.
全くですな。もう人間は自由であるべきです。
Are we gonna be together
己
again,
の
Dad?
意志と信念で動くべきですから。だってこれでリトルシスター戦も完了。どっかになかったっけ。どっかに入れるとこなかったっけ。あっちだったっけ。あったっつって。これでこのいるリトルシスターも全員と。これです。あ、これ全員なんだ。これ全員ってこと
The
は。
girls are whispering, Father. They've left you a present at the Gatherer's Garden. Take it.
ってことは終わりが近いってことですな。でもさあ来いよ。さあ来いよ。 線があるかわかんない。ああ、間に合った。ああ。弾を大量にかける。お金があるからね。ランダムカウンター。なんだそれ。要するに今ではカウンターシリーズのなんだろう、ランダム版みたいな。ランダムって言ってもな、まあいい。これでアルファシリーズの感じか。では、ほら、餌だ、受け取れ。
Deep sea dive catchment system online.
Notice to all employees. Subject Delta is hereby dismissed. Escort him from the premises!
あらもいや。終わったね。オッケー。じゃあ存分にやる。あ、この時にあ、じゃあ水尾ある。
You tried to buy me out with this bribe, this penance, this sublime. God damn you, Delta!
Perfect, son. You reeled him in. Now, use that console there to take a gene sample. It should print up a genetic key automatically.
何の生き物かもそれは分かんねえよ。
You got the key to Lamb's hideout, sport. Eleanor's down there. Now just head out to the oxyfill station and use it.
It is done. The sample disposal button on the panel in front of you would administer a massive jolt of electricity to the tank. More than enough to kill me. Whatever I may say to dissuade you, do not listen. The man whose voice you hear now is long gone. As my mind fades, I find my thoughts turn to the suffering that Eleanor will be made to endure, and I am overcome with pity. But I can only offer my feeble prayers. Perhaps after my death, you can do more. Now, please, I ask you to grant me peace. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
You don't have to kill me, Delta. I'm sorry. Please. I will go outside. I will live outside.
いや、そのせがれて、その辺りをかわしたら意味ないだろう。 さらばだ。キルアレキサンダー。君の願いは叶えたぞ。さてでは、これお前あるんだ。では、
Explosive fire with a flick of your wrist. Charge up to blast foes with a fountain of flame.
まあこれもレーズ反応しないようになると。インターブラスター別にあれがすぐ見てると全然使ってないですからね。まあ、他に特にいるものもないですからいいかな。結構余ってんだよな。じゃあちょっと全部トニックの外開放しますか。でこのまま減少する。これだな。これとあとこれかな。なんか開かない扉あったりかですけど開いてるんですかね。ちょっと確認していきます。もし何もなかったらカットします。はい、何もありませんでした。開きませんでした。なんかついてきたし。なんかあった1箇所くらい多分武器アップグレードはどっかにあったのかもしれないですけど、見つけなかったので、まあいいでしょう。今、入ります。さらばだ。
This is the Oxyphil station, Chief. But don't be fooled by the facade. This is the way in. Use that key now.
ここか。よいしょっと。あ、こんなとこに。では、先ほど全部の選手旅姿だと思ったらね、もうそろそろラストが近づいてるんですかね。ちょっとセーブします。OK です。
Eleanor's condition may be a blessing in disguise. Early splicing tests indicate 0 genetic damage due to her condition as a little sister. It appears that she is our new vessel. This will be no mere personality schism, though. Rapture's genius will be held within her DNA, able to shift into desired patterns at will. A utopian cannot be confined to a single throw of the genetic dice. When needed, she is a composer, a dancer, an engineer. She truly will be the people's daughter.
まあ要するにアレキサンダーにやらせようとって、まあ要するに他の人の DNA を自由に操るってことは、まあ他人のそのなんだろう才能とかも自分で使えるようになるんで、それを娘にやろうということをしたんですね。 まあ便っちゃ便なんでしょうけど、まあそれはそれつまんないっすわな。さあ、いよいよラムがいる研究室へ行けるですね。そうそう、本当にラムとご対面できるんでしょうか。それでは次回もお楽しみに。それでは。